Today, we've got a 44 card SGC grade reveal. I sent off these 44 cards to SGC. They were delivered on January 29th, and they were graded on February 4th, which means that was a 4 business day turnaround time. $15 a card. It is hard to argue with the value in terms of the turnaround time and the cost at only $15 a grade to grade these. So I'm really excited to see what these are. Honestly, this was long enough, and I've done so many things, especially with the Nashville Card Show this past weekend. I forget what I sent in, so this is going to be fun for both you and me. Let's get to it. All right, so starting off, we've got the Adley. This clearly is one of those Spotlights cards. I love these. These sell so well for me, and I think they look so good in the tuxedo. 10, off to a good start there. Tom Glavine, I think this was gilded, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep, the gold wave out of 75. A 6? Oh, I see it. Let's see if I can get it to show on camera. Right there. Looks like I missed a ding on that surface. Sometimes those are hard to find, hard to see, especially if you're looking quickly. So that's a miss on my end. Seeing that, I can't complain. The grade is fair and accurate. It's a shame. I wish I had caught that. Jordan on the gold refractor out of Finest. 9. Okay. Marcelo, no clue what this one is. This is the image variation out of the mega boxes. So, very good looking card. 9. Too bad. This year's Brooklyn collection, Julio. This is just his base card, but it's a fun looking card, and it looked to be in really, really good condition. They sell okay, decently well. It's a good looking one. 10, we'll take that. That might be one that is a good fit for either the dollar auctions or the opening day mystery pack that we're going to do. Ellie, now this obviously is a rookie. 10 there. Happy on that. I bought a lot where there was a bunch of this Davier de los Santos, so I don't know which parallel this is. I sent in a number of him. So this is a refractor out of 499. 9.5, okay. It's one of the upsides of SGC is you can get a 9.5. The gold reptilian, one of the cooler parallels that SGC has. 10, nice. If one was going to 9.5 and one was going to 10, I'll take the gold and a 10 for sure. See, I said I had a lot of him. Well, I don't think there may be even more than this. We'll see. Fuchsia, 9.5. Okay. Acuna. I know it's at a gold label. I can't remember what it was. Blue out of 150. 9.5. All right. I'm still 9.5 run, I feel like. Roman Anthony, pulled this card myself. A 9. Man, I thought that was clean. What can you do? You're probably surprised to see this. Jaylen Brown. I don't do basketball cards. What is this? I don't really do basketball cards, but this one came in a big collection lot that I bought. As you can see here, it's numbered out of 10, specifically 7 out of 10, which is jersey number. Green fluorescent, so a nice little color match there on the Mosaic Jam Masters. It looks clean to me, so I thought that it was worth sending in, given how low numbered it was. And in a 10, we'll take it. Hopefully some Celtics fan comes by the Whatnot stream and grabs it or something like that. Same thing with this Patrick Mahomes. Grabbed this one on a lot. Now, this one was a PSA 8, I think it was when I bought it. It has some of the typical Prism surface dimples. Got one there, one there. I thought it looked clean other than those, so I was willing to shoot my shot, see if we could upgrade it, just knowing that it's a nice color match on the 43 out of 44 on the Mahomes. So we did upgrade it, but an 8.5 versus a PSA 8, probably not very different market value-wise. It's probably one that would be better to be sold just raw, but still a cool-looking card. Salas on the Gladiators of the Diamond at 150, 9.5, okay. We got James Wood on the Purple Shimmer. James Wood, the chase out of Series 1, which releases today. I'll have some boxes that when you guys are actually watching this video, I probably already have posted the boxes that I ripped, which is funny that that's being the case. But 9.5 here. Let's jump on over to our second stack. We've got 3 stacks today. Colt Emerson. Cannot remember what this one was. Aqua Wave. Nice color match. I love Colt. Think he's a great prospect. 9. Feel like we're not doing too well this time. Feel like we haven't gotten that many 10s. I'll go through as I always do at the end and count. Nice LP Langvin on the Black Sapphire. I pulled this one myself. 10. We'll take that. Colton Cowser. So this is the photo variation. It's a cool looking photo. Generally, the image variations are good looking photos. 9. Dang. Showtime on the Sapphire edition. 9 again. Man, we did not do well this submission, at least thus far. Chase Burns on the Fuchsia Lunar. Top draft pick this past year. 9.5. Okay. Dawell Joseph on the Gold Mojo. Okay. That's a nice one. He's a very young guy. Born in 2007. 7th best prospect in the international class this past year. Victor Hurtado. This is the image variation as well. 9.5. Okay. Another Hurtado. I think this is just the base Gladiators. Yeah. Gladiators of the Diamond case hit. Another, man. We are getting all these 9.5s. It's such an interesting thing because on one hand, how many of these would attend? But at the same time, I feel like the majority of them, if they weren't hitting the 10, probably would have 9. But the 9.5 is what I like, is it provides that little bit of security, floor, upside, etc. Because for me, a 9.5 will outsell a 9. It's the reality of it. There's another 9.5, so interesting. Basayo on the Aqua Wave here. This is a 9.5 sub, so I'm curious, down in the comments, do you think that the 9.5 upside, as I'm going to call it, is worth it with SGC? Seeing the submission. Still got a lot of cards to go, but it seems pretty clear to me that we are having a majority of the cards of this submission get a 9.5. Would you rather get all these 9.5s, or would you rather have rolled the dice and gotten a PSA 10 on some of them and a PSA 9 on some of them? I think that you're probably going to see most of those 9.5s get PSA 9s, but some obviously I would guess would 10. So curious, what would you prefer? Do you think it's good to get the 9.5, that extra security, or do you think that it's better to either get the mint or the gem mint and not a mint plus? Here we got the gem mint, so we'll take that on the James Wood. Cam Collier on the yellow. Yeah, back-to-back 10s. We'll take that. Theo Gillen. Pulled this one as well myself. Back to the 9.5 game. And then Jackson Holiday on the True Blue out of 150. 9. Okay. So we got one more stack to go. Albert Pujols on the 1957 throwback out of 2006 Heritage. So now the Chromes are numbered out of 999. They used to be numbered out of the year that the Heritage was. This is a 57 throwback. 9.5 is honestly a pretty good grade on that. These Heritage cards are hard to grade. That's a pretty solid one. Jason Dominguez on the Stratospheric Stars. 10. Okay. George Brett. I think this is a gilded as well. It is. Out of 99. A 9 out of 99. Jackson Holiday on the Spotlight. Love these Spotlights. 9.5. All right. Shohei on the Stratospheric Stars. These are fairly common. It's funny because in Topps paper, these are really rare. But in Chrome, they're 1 in every 2 or 3 boxes. 10 on the Shohei. That will definitely play. Shohei on the Japanese-born home run record in the Aqua. These are Fanatics exclusives, but they're good. It's a good-looking parallel. 9.5 on a paper card isn't terrible. Not exactly the goal. Another black refractor, this time on the Carson DeMartini. 9.5 there, okay? Curious to see how this one does. These die cuts are always very, very tough. It's the Going Yard die cut out of 2024 Stadium Club. These are short prints, so 9.5, okay. Given all of the spots where there can be issues, and it is a paper card, that's not too bad, but Jim Tomei on the Gold Wave. There we go. That's a 10. Very, very nice. Jackson Churio on the Inception. This was a blue. An 8.5. It is a thicker card. I know that, but man, I thought it looked pretty good. I think an 8.5 is a little rough there. It's not one that I'm going to crack or anything. I'll just sell it as is, but still. I pulled this one myself out of a blaster box that was the last one on the shelf at Dick's Sporting Goods. George Lombard Jr. This is the case hit spotlight. So in 2024, the spotlights were case hits. 2023, they were a fairly common insert. So 9 there. Okay. I pulled this one myself. I thought it'd be fun to get it graded. I thought it looked solid enough, but clearly I was wrong. Jackson Merrill on the shutter speed. I love black and white. Looks so good in the SGC slab, and they tend to grade really well, which is great. Colton Ledbetter on the Mojo Auto. We can see the auto got a 10, but the card got a 9.5. I'm so curious how many 9.5s. I don't know if you're keeping track at home, but it's definitely a majority. Dylan Cruz on the purple refractor. 9.5, yep. And then last one here, and then I'm going to count them out. We had the Dylan Cruz on the speckle. This one's out of 299, and that one got a 10. All right, let me count these stacks out and see how many 9.5s we got today. All right, so after the count, it came down to that we had 1 6, we had 2 8.5s, we had 9 9s, and then the heaviest stack, as anticipated, was 18 9.5s, which leaves us then with 14, some dropping things, 14 10s. So overall, I mean, the fact that we were able to get 32 out of 34 being a 9.5 or a 10 is not too bad. Like, from a how I will do on this submission, I think that we'll do fine. It was still worth grading, still worth doing, etc. But knowing that we really, from a gem rate, went 14 out of 44, that's a 32% gem rate. That is pretty brutal, if I'm being perfectly honest. Again, the 9.5s definitely help. Had those all been 9s, we would have been in big trouble. But we'll do well enough on the 9.5s to do well enough from a business perspective. But definitely not our best submission. Hoping that our next one is going to be better. I've already got a pretty fat stack that's ready to go out. I've got 20-something cards that are at PSA right now, and I just had 1,276 cards that we bought from the Nashville show this weekend. So going through some of those higher end cards to see whether or not they're worth grading. If you guys like these videos, if you guys like all the card show updates, the business things, the educational content, you name it, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. As always, I appreciate you guys that are checking out the videos, engaging, all that jazz. We will catch you in the next one.